आपकी रोटी गोल बनेगी.
मेरी रोटी गोल बनती है.
Meet Akash, successful, single, with some interesting patterns in dating.
Do you have a type?
Therapists are sort of my type.
What?
I don't think traditional roles should exist anymore. If women can shop from the men's section for t-shirts, or like, why the fuck can't we wear women jeans?
Are these women's jeans?
They're not.
With 350 dogs under his care, he took being a dog person a little too seriously.
They teach you a lot about unconditional love.
And how did that play into your love life?
I don't have to chase.
When I was younger and I was more just like out there and whatever, then I would do crazy things in love.
I think it's very important that you have to be crazy in love.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Do you ever take relationship advice from ChatGPT?
This is gonna come out.
This is gonna come.
Yeah, I don't want it on tape there. Yeah. I'm pro marriage, but
You've been essentially like largely single for a lot of the time of your life, and you spend a lot of time building your career, hanging out with the dogs.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel lonely?
all the time.
Yeah.
But I think I've developed this mechanism where I sort of find my safe space within the work that I do, within the animals that are around. So for example, if I'm feeling lonely, I have a lot of dogs at home. So I just go and like sit with them for a couple of minutes. They just make you like a little less lonely, I guess. They teach you a lot about unconditional love and doing whatever you do with the best of intentions without sort of having an expectation that you're going to get it back.
You said you had a very unique perspective shift that happened. Can you tell us what incited it and what was that shift?
They gave me and my family so much joy. We just didn't want anything else. Money, fame, nothing can buy that happiness of helping out someone else, be it an animal or a human
And
being.
how did that play into your love life?
It made me appreciate that I don't have to chase other people. There's this energy that I have, there is this thought process that I have, and this is the person that I am, and I'm willing to bring it on the table, but only if someone else is ready to bring it as well. I'm a very simple guy. I just realized that, okay, like it's doesn't make sense to pursue someone. If they're interested in you, they'll make an effort as much as you have. So it played a huge role in understanding that.
What are girls' reactions when you tell them you live with 15 dogs, typically, when you're on a date?
So I'm not the kind of person who hides things. I want to be as transparent as possible at the first date, but not overly transparent that they think, oh, like, there's a crazy guy who just like lives in a zoo or something. But yeah, I think usually I do connect with people who are empathetic. So I don't go on dates where I feel like, oh, like having 15 dogs at home is going to be a problem. They're actually very fascinated by it, but I tell them that it's not easy having 15 dogs. They're always constantly bickering also.
Do you have a type?
I thought I did. I've been thinking about it a while. Although therapists are sort of my type, I feel.
What are you saying?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
the
So
last
you
5
just want
dates-
therapy? Like, pay someone, babe.
Could be. I am paying someone.
Oh, okay.
But
Good.
yeah, the past 5 days that I've been on, I think three of them have been like therapists only, and I was
Stop.
like, stop analyzing me, and yeah.
What is the thing that puts you off? That's like, you know what? It's not for me.
I think when let's say my partner or a girl's like texting me all day non-stop, that puts me off a lot because I need a lot of time to think and work for myself, and like if they constantly like expect like a reply, it's just like off-putting because I'm like, I would rather show up at your door with flowers and stuff and just talk to you for an hour rather than text you all day. So I think that's way better.
Yeah, it's a very like meager, very empty form of communicating, in my opinion.
That's one, and then another is obviously not giving bhav at all. Like you're sure like acting like too hard to sort of get of sorts. So I'm like, okay, theek hai, jao, just get someone else. You can act that too hard to get someone else then.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think qualities that you look for in a partner and the qualities that put you off also in a partner are so often a reflection of you and what you value, right? And of like your own identity. So I think it speaks volumes about who you are to, want someone who, like you mentioned, to your point earlier, like someone who like values their own independence, values their own time, right, is not going to be just like in touch 24/7, and who will meet you at the energy that you're at, right, and not needlessly almost like exploit your attention or your
Definitely,
energy.
like I don't want to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very important that partners complement each other. Like you're not just like, okay, like, so I bring something to the table, they bring something to the table, and then together we're a force, right? So it's very important that for people around also to have that clarity, I feel like, of what they want in a partner, at least, if not in their life, because I don't think any of us have that clarity.
Tell me about how your family, your parents, or maybe the models that you saw around you shaped your conception of relationships and marriage. I think that's the first template, that's the first blueprint that we inherit. And how did that play out for you?
So my dad met my mom on the street, like at a sugarcane shop.
At a sugarcane shop.
And my mom's best friend was interested in my dad, but my dad wasn't interested in her. And then he sort of courted her. And my mom sort of belongs to a family where she's had to sort of go through a lot of things in life. And my dad actually got her to sort of like, he funded her education, made sure that she got whatever she required. And so I've seen that it's not just like, okay, like my dad helped my mom out and all of that, but my mom has also been a very supportive figure for my dad. My dad was the first one to build a homes in Sushant Lok back in 2001 or something. So my mom used to always be there and support him through thick and thin about any decision that he wanted, like he was making. And that's sort of been a very important factor for me to look for a partner who supports me or I support her.
In today's time, gender roles in a relationship are evolving rapidly. What's your sort of vision in terms of gender roles and occupying, say, more traditional masculine and feminine responsibilities? What does that mean for you?
I don't think traditional roles should exist anymore, at least not in this era, at least not in the 21st century. As I was mentioning earlier, I would love to be a house husband, take care of kids, just get them to go to school. If the other person wants to take the lead and sort of take charge and, let's say, is very devoted to their work, I would definitely be open to that. And I think people should not define gender roles as just that, okay, like a man should be doing this or a woman should be doing that. If women can shop from the men's section for t-shirts, or like, why the fuck can't we wear women jeans? They're so nice, like they have such a nice collection.
Are these women's jeans?
They're not. But I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think everything should be unisexual. Like it doesn't matter like if you're a man or a woman, like those are just like, I think they're too biased ways of thinking. Those don't work anymore.
Would you say that you're in touch with your feminine energy, feminine side?
See, I think traditionally, if we're talking traditionally, men are supposed to be masculine and have that, oh, we are men and we eat meat and all that energy, right? And women are supposed to be the feminine who are like housewives and things like that, and who are supposed to be more empathetic and sensitive. I think I am way more empathetic and sensitive. So that's a side that I sort of lean towards. But at the same time, I do feel like the traditional male role requires me to sort of stand up and also act, because in certain circumstances you have to act that way.
Yeah, it's interesting. You're such a deeply feeling person and you're so emotional. Do you feel ever that society tries to discourage the expression of your emotions, or do you feel you have adequate spaces to like really be vulnerable and really be emotional?
Honestly, I've heard this question a lot, and I feel like it depends on the man. So for example, I think I'm okay with myself. I don't care about what society thinks. I don't care about the aunties and the uncles, like saying, okay, like this, hamara beta ye kar raha, aapka beta ye kar raha. And I think my parents are also very okay with that. Like they don't really care about other people's opinions a lot. So in this patriarchal society probably that we have, it doesn't matter what people think. it's very important that you surround yourself with, because if you are around the right kind of people, you can be vulnerable without the fear of judgment. And for that, you need to be not very, but you have to be self-confident in yourself.
Yeah. You're a vegan.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, is your future partner also a vegan?
It's okay if they're not vegan, but they have to respect my choices. They have to understand and respect that I will act a certain way. I could get triggered sometimes, not always. So if they understand all of that, I am definitely okay with dating non-vegans. But hardcore meat eaters, that's not an option on the table for sure. Yeah.
And you cook.
Yeah, I love cooking. I think I've been cooking since I was like a kid. Yeah. And being vegan sort of brings out this curiosity in you and trying and experimenting with dishes, because I love food. And it's not like that just because I'm a vegan, I eat grass. Yeah, ghas poos. But yeah, like there are a lot of dishes that can be made vegan. And especially like I was a creative person. I used to make vegan cheese. I had a vegan cheese company. So I think that's where all the experimentation comes from, just to show people that you can still have good food without harming animals.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that you've like embraced this beautiful synthesis and balance between like your work and dedicating your time to your career, but also cultivating like the skills in the home as well, right? Like the caregiving, right? You're so nurturing, and these are traditionally associated with more feminine roles. But the fact that you're able to like seamlessly navigate both of those, I think is like a very rare quality for sure. And I think that your partner would also kind of do the same thing, or at least have that skill, you know?
I don't mind them taking the lead and
Yeah.
being the masculine person, like
I
have
love
that
that.
masculine energy in the house, because I think we got to balance it as well.
Right.
But yeah, it'd be lovely to see
Yeah, of
what
course.
happens. Yeah,
Someone who's like in that space more.
exactly. Yeah.
And aapki roti gol banegi fir. And then she'll come home and you'll be perfect.
मेरी रोटी गोल बनती है.
Oh
So,
shit.
yeah.
So sorry. Clearly I struck a nerve.
Yeah. I used to make like pizza doughs and stuff. So like बाहर से गोल बननी start हुई. रोटी पहले नहीं बनती थी. It was still
You're
India
not
वाला
born
shit,
with
yeah.
that skill.
And I'm pretty sure like a lot of women right now can't make gold rotis. So I think
Shots fired. But that's okay because you can.
exactly.
So your lover doesn't have to.
Perfect.
You enjoy partying. Is your future wife like a big party girl?
Definitely not.
What is this hypocrisy?
Like there has to be a balance. It's just not like okay, like you have to be like a party person or an introvert, but you got to be social as well as antisocial. But I lean more towards the antisocial side. Definitely, that's my comfort.
Marriage as a concept to you,
Yeah,
you're pro.
I'm pro marriage, but if it's between the right people at the right time.
Do you have a timeline like mentally planned out for yourself?
Not really, because I feel like if you are going to get married, you will eventually get married, and there's no point in putting too much pressure on yourself about getting married. I don't think it's about your age, it's about the person that you find.
Do you feel like being single for this time and with age, do you find that you are perhaps more rigid in terms of compromising or sacrificing or making adjustments for another person to enter your life? Is that something that's become more challenging of late? Because it has for me, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's an issue because the older that you get, the more eccentric you become. And then there are certain quirks that you have and certain things that you don't like at all. So you might sort of, diminish someone as a prospect if you feel like, okay, like this is a bad habit. But eventually it could actually be like there's so many other things that you sort of negated just because of that one thing.
Yeah. No, that's been my experience too, honestly. I think especially when you live on your own and you are so happy and well adjusted in your own life, it's much easier to back away from people knowing that you're so happy in your life anyways, right? You're not so inclined to giving people a second, third chance. I mean, there are certain things which I know if when I was younger and I was more just like out there and whatever, then I would do crazy things in love, like for love. And now I'm like, okay, thoda practically chalenge.
I think it's very important that you have to be crazy in love. I still get on a flight and meet, like go on dates
Really?
Just one date. Like, yeah, I went on to Varanasi like on my birthday last year just to meet someone and spend some time with them.
Besides booking a flight, what's the craziest thing you've done for love?
The craziest thing I've done for love is write someone 4 love letters, like small postcards, detailing about like the moments that I spent with them, the pictures that I have with them, what I was thinking at that particular time, knowing that they wouldn't reciprocate it because they were already with someone. So I think that was the craziest thing that I ever did. It's been a while, but yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to just put the love out there in the
Exactly.
world. Like
I
knowing that
didn't-
you don't expect or require anything in return.
Yeah, and
It's
I knew
pure.
that I wouldn't get anything in return, but I just had to sort of do it. So I was like,
That's
okay, it's
cute.
fine.
You have dedicated a lot of your working life to creating an impact. Clearly, that's a core value for you. To what extent is it important that your partner share that value?
Lately, that's been something that I've been thinking about a lot. But as you say that, I don't think love is an exact science. So even though I have certain qualities that I want in a partner, for them to be very empathetic is important to me. They do not necessarily have to be associated with animals or humans or anything like that. But it's very important that they're kind and they're mindful of people around them. Yeah, they just treat everyone equally, I guess.
Do you ever take relationship advice from ChatGPT? Be honest.
No, not at all.
Okay, Akash. Sure.
Oh, this is gonna come out. Yeah, I don't want it on tape that, yeah.
Assuming that you have a friend who takes dating advice from ChatGPT, what in theory would your friend ask ChatGPT about?
I think about conversations, about how to navigate their relationships, stuff like that. Because I recently read an article about people using ChatGPT for therapy as well. So I'm pretty sure ChatGPT is smart enough to give you emotionless, logical answers. I guess. Yeah.
Do you think it can be a helpful tool in, helping guys who maybe are super sweet but not so adept at like conversation aspect of it, or what exactly you should do in different scenarios?
Definitely,
Texting.
because ChatGPT uses extensive data about the prompts that you sort of put in there and deep research tools and stuff like that. If men know how to use it correctly, knowing that it is not using emotions as a factor, especially for men who are nice, because they tend to go out of their way, and whatever I feel like AI would suggest, they would definitely do it without thinking twice. So it's very important to sort of create a barrier and understand the limitations of AI and take a decision accordingly.
Yeah, this has been so interesting. It's going to resonate with a lot of people in our audience as well, especially people who don't fit that super hyper macho traditional masculine archetype that trope that's so often represented like in media and stuff. So thank you for representing.
Thank you, Chandra, for having me.
Thank
It's nice
you.
being here.
It was such a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Love Handle. If you enjoyed this video, do be sure to hit subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, ciao.